Hi, this is Cole Muir wanting to quickly go over a gameplay prototype I'm calling my flashlight color picker blueprint. So you can see I have this flashlight that can change into a selector. The selector can grab orbs, and orbs can be placed into pedestals. And then also these runes act as a color changer for this flashlight, and whatever color the picker is at any given time can change the color of the orbs. Now, this was a prototype created for a project that was just 1 week in span, where we were supposed to come up with a prototype for gameplay that would allow us to only interact with lights. That was the constraint, is that only the lights in the scene can be the interactable objects. So that includes my flashlight and then my orbs here. I ended up, and this was for the same class where I began the very first functionality of creating Ellipse, which is the feature game I have on this website. It's also on Google Play. And I didn't want to leave this prototype behind because I very much liked the idea and I wanted to create something finished out of it. So luckily I had another class where the project was very open-ended for lighting and rendering, and I was allowed to block out an aesthetically pleasing scene instead of doing something more animation focused. And that is what you see in front of you. This is something I created with Unreal 4's open engine or open world tools. And you can see I'm blocking out this level and placing these orbs in a puzzle that requires magenta, cyan, and yellow. So the last blueprint that I created was this altar, and the altar acts as a color mixer. So ignoring the runes up top, we have this red, blue, and green rune. There's the red, there's the green. And if we place them of different colors into the pedestal, we can get the mix in between. So instead of RGB, we get cyan, yellow, and magenta. So here's our cyan, and we can place it in the respective pedestal. And I'd like to take the time to mention that this was a level that I was able to block out within 2 days. I believe it was one weekend that I went to town on this, and I was able to create something that could potentially lead to further levels down beneath that mysterious door into the cave. So what do I need now? I think I just forgot yellow. Yep. And here we get our yellow, and we can open the door. Oh, and before I open the door, all I have to do is touch that last pedestal with yellow. The rock you're about to see disappear is being manipulated by using, it's either a smoke or a flame texture, and turning that texture into black and white. Imagine that from 0 to 255, or whatever that value would be for black and white if it's just 0 to 1, that as a transparency checker kind of slides from 0 to 1 of the black and white, that's when the rock begins to disappear in those areas. So it'll disappear where the smoke or the fire is black first and where it is white last, and a emissive color in between. And that's how I get that cool effect. And there would be our flashlight color picker level complete and explained. So thank you for listening.